Michael Mandel, and we're smiling behind our masks because it's so funny to do the show, right?
We are.
Great.
We're on the Corona Cast.
Yes, we're still socially separated. That's
we're
why
our
the
barrier.
word TLAK is T.
We have
so
our rights.
we're going to have a special. Oh, he's already having alcohol. This is our non-alcohol show. We are being we're sponsoring something. The Unified Prevention Coalition of Doña County is helping us do this show. There's so many things about mocktails on the internet that I was interested in it, and a friend of mine, Ned, happens to be part of the group called Unified Prevention Coalition of Doña County, and they want to remind us that a good 33% of the population, I think maybe 33% of the adult population, I would say 100% or maybe 90% of the population under 21 don't drink alcohol. What do you think?
Under 21?
Maybe under
A lot
21,
of them
90%.
But they can't buy it legally.
But 33% apparently of the population drinks it without, drinks during the holidays without getting drunk or having alcohol.
Those are called soft drinks.
Soft drinks. In our case, we're doing it in mocktails because we always like to feature cocktails. And cocktails are interesting, but I'm thinking there are a number of, I'm going to finish reading this little thing. So according to the Center for Disease Control, at least 108 million Americans don't imbibe alcohol, which I don't think they took attendance, but there could be a multitude of reasons why people choose to abstain from alcohol, like having medical interactions, or they're a designated driver, or they're in recovery from substance abuse disorders.
Or they have religious reasons not to drink.
Or folks who just don't like how alcohol makes them feel.
Yeah.
I don't either.
You like how it makes me feel?
Yeah. You feel a little too squishy. The prevention there. Yeah, throw that little sign up there. Oh, that's great. So there is a unified prevention coalition for the Doña County. But to make sure everyone feels welcome during your celebration, try offering a non-alcoholic alternative to your gathering. That's why we're dedicating this to the mighty mocktail.
Yeah, but Michael, we're not allowed to gather.
Well, not until December 1st, then we'll see. I mean, we're assuming we're not going to get...
Until the vaccines show up.
Well, the time that people drink the most is, Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah,
so
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So with the United Prevention Coalition, we're creating some tasty, non-alcoholic mocktails that you can offer your guests. And we're going to be featuring this on their Facebook page, which is at UP, which is like Upper Peninsula, Coalition, and it'll be there through December. So we're doing this in partnership with the United Prevention Coalition, and we're going to do these cocktails. What I've discovered thinking about it, there's 1 million recipes for mocktails. Some of them are complicated, others you just drink normally. One thing that can be considered a mocktail is the Arnold Palmer. And you know that as lemonade and iced tea. Yeah. People I have that for lunch.
And when I was a kid, I
it's
used
a good
to
way
have
to do it.
the Shirley Temples.
Shirley Temples is
Roy
good.
Rogers. Remember those drinks?
Roy Rogers is pretty much cherry cola using grenadine.
Sarsaparilla.
Shirley Temple is lemon, lime, ginger ale with grenadine. So grenadine, which is used it's in the tequila sunrise. You can do a regular sunrise called the sweet sunrise with orange juice and grenadine. So basically what you're doing is you're drinking juices. And that's a good way to get around it. Let's see, what's this one? The mock champagne cocktail is ginger ale, pineapple juice, and grape juice. One thing, if you want to look like you're drinking a cocktail, order a glass of water in a martini glass. And I've had those as water glasses at Red Lobster, and they're very good. It's water in a martini glass. It tastes better.
No, the water's good.
So I was thinking, and also there are a number of companies, one called Lyres, Lyrs, and they're selling London Dry American malt, which is a bourbon, and Italian orange. And what's interesting is you're paying $36 for not having alcohol. So there's a number of other places online where you can find alcohol that isn't alcohol. It's just mock alcohol, so you can make regular drinks. And I was thinking, you drink alcohol because you like to get drunk. Or
Well,
it changes your...
it
You don't
relax-
like to get drunk.
it relaxes
gives
you.
you a different feeling.
A certain feeling.
So
I
a
try
drink...
I try not to get drunk. I'm sure you do too.
I try that. I try not to get drunk. I try really hard not to get drunk. Really hard. But so let's drink something that's got a beneficial value.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I
enough
thought,
talk. Let's get to it.
I thought he's really thirsty. He can't take this.
I'm parched.
Kombucha. Kombucha it's actually fermented, but it's a lactose fermentation, so there's no alcohol. It's made with tea and all sorts of juice, and it's got great flavors. If you go into any health food store, they have a kombucha wall with at least 10 different kombucha companies, and man, they smell great. And one of the things I like about making alcoholic drinks is the smell, and that's what people like about wine too. Hey, smell this?
It smells like vinegar, sort of fruity vinegar.
So the good thing about kombucha is it helps digestion and is very good for keeping you full of preventive energy.
Preventive energy.
Preventive energy, things that, it's like echinacea, it keeps you resilient. So we're using a little bit of pomegranate kombucha, and this is one of the things from our use of alcohol, which is not alcoholic. It's a lavender simple syrup. Simple syrup makes it sweet. Pomegranate needs something sweet. Lavender is great.
Simple syrup is nothing but sugar and
Sugar,
water.
yeah. So
That's enough.
this is, Mark, this is real sugar. It's not, stevia. So this drink, my wife loved by itself, and I thought it was pretty good too. So let's go for this one. I think it really helps.
We're drinking here.
We're drinking. Don't you want to watch us drink? We got to get our heads like this. Producers. It's not bad, is it?
Oh, they didn't see us do this.
Oh, we got to do this so that you know we're drinking.
Actually, that's not bad.
It's not bad at all. It's
I cut back a little on the simple
sweet.
syrup.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more kombucha.
Kombucha. Give them more kombucha. We're gonna have more kombucha throughout the day.
Yes, and so we're going to do variations on this
We'll do them
throughout the show.
Yes.
Hopefully with a little less talk. Now,
From me. Let's talk from me. More from Mark.
So it is COVID time. We can't forget that. We always have to bring it up. This is the first anniversary of the first infection in China this week.
Wow.
And, the U.S. has 4% of the world's population, but we have 25% of the world's COVID.
Well, we're always number one.
Well, thanks to mismanagement, the COVID tried to take out Trump, like it was trying to impress Jodie Foster.
I don't think Trump ever had COVID, but
Well-
that's my opinion.
U.S. deaths have reached 250,000 now.
That's true. And we are living under wartime conditions, and people think, oh my God, this is horrible. And in a way it is. But you think about our parents went through World War II, probably depending on the age group we're talking about, your grandparents went through World War II. And
their parents went through the Spanish flu.
well, yeah, they did. That's even before we had any kind of vaccines. And what's interesting, you remember what we went through? There's a movie that's on right now, the Chicago 7. Remember all that uproar?
Yeah.
We had a big, we were in a very socially disruptive state. Of course, this is a little more dangerous. One of the dangerous things about COVID is you never know what version you're going to get, whether you're going to die or just have no symptoms whatsoever. It goes the entire gamut.
And you know what? There's still people who won't wear a mask and refuse to think that it's real.
Or don't think it's real. I mean, that's bizarre.
Well, if it wasn't real, we wouldn't have mandatory closures all over town right now.
Yes.
Albertsons on Lohman and Telshore is closed until December 3rd.
We went over there Wednesday night, a little after 7, and we wanted to get something at Target, and Target had a little line there, and so we walked to Albertsons because there was no line. So we walk in, or we didn't walk in, we go, how come there's no line? And they go, we were just forced to close down.
Yes.
So
was the Walmart on Rinconada.
which has been the worst, right?
This is the second time they've had to close. I guess they're sterilizing all these things. They have until December 3rd to do that. Also, Texas Roadhouse on Lohman, they're closed until December 3rd.
I don't want to say that's no surprise, but it's a raucous little place. In fact, we ate there outdoors about 2 months ago, I think.
And you know, the county, if you want to go to do business with the county,
Who would do that?
you have to, like the city clerk or offices like that, you have to call to make an appointment. You can't just walk in and go to, you know.
You probably can't go to your doctor either, so, you know. Finish
Yeah.
your drink, Mark. Oh,
Yeah. Also, because of the COVID, the I-25 University Avenue construction project has come to a screeching halt until next month sometime.
well, they would anyway. It's the holiday season. The traffic is so screwed up. I tried to see what's going on because very soon they're going to be digging under University to
Yeah.
get to the south part, and you can see them ready. It's sort of like the road is built now like a bridge,
Yeah.
and now they have to dig it out little by little and see what falls down.
Yeah. And so that's happening. Not permanently, but they've suspended the construction on it. I guess because the
workers. Well, you know, if you ever watch those workers, they don't get close to each other, really.
Well,
So maybe it's not good. Anyway, you want your next drink?
oh, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
We're gonna take a break soon.
What's our time like? Oh, okay. So we'll just finish up what you want to say, and we'll take a break and have our next drink.
Well, you know, City Hall is not closed. You can go there to do business with the city, but they take your temperature when you walk in the front door.
Do they give it back when you leave?
They do.
Oh, good.
But if it's 100 degrees or higher, you can't come in.
Man, you don't want to be walking around if it's 100 degrees or more. Did they kick you out? Is that what?
I haven't had a
are you
temperature. And you can only go in the front door now. You can't go in the back door like you used to. Only employees can go in the back door of City Hall.
So what are you, a backdoor man?
Well, I've been accused of many things.
Oh, well, probably not of ending the show when the commercial's coming up, is it?
Yeah, well, let's take a break now, and we'll come back and do a variation on these crazy cocktails,
Yes.
mocktails.
I have at least 2 more kombuchas to go. And we might as well start making it. Oh, yeah. Thank you for your applause. You guys are great.
What about the left the line?
Hi, you found us on Channel 98. Keep watching because we have so much in store for you. We want to grow together. Your channel, local and real.
If we want to improve America's healthcare system, let's start by improving the health of Americans. Despite the best doctors, hospitals, and medical advancements, Americans are not as healthy as they should be. We spend too much on treatment and not enough on wellness and prevention. We need a system based on primary care. When patients have a medical home and a long-term relationship with a doctor, the result is a longer, healthier life and reduced medical costs for everyone. Let's make America a place where health is primary.
Horizon Granite is here.
It's here! Horizon Granite is here. We'll come to you to customize your kitchen and bathroom with beautiful countertops and cabinets. Find out more at horizongranite.com. Call us at 575-650-3180.
Horizon Granite is here.
It's here!
Make yourself a beautiful home.
Hi, I'm Ray Bamberg with Here on Earth. I would like to invite you for a free hearing evaluation to our office. We've been here in southern New Mexico for 34 years helping people hear better.
We are back to Double Talk on the Corona Cast.
And we're on to our second drink, and this is a raspberry kombucha. They're all made from different companies. This is Live, this is Synergy. So we're doing the kombucha with a wonderful mixer from Republic Blends, grapefruit lime, and this goes great with gin, but it also goes good with kombucha. So, and it looks like a drink, doesn't it? Looks like a girly drink, Mark.
Kind of tastes like one too.
Well, that's what you want from a drink. Yeah, but it's got some.
Well,
wow,
it's a
the
mocktail.
lime.
So with a mocktail, what do you want?
You know, I think one of the things I like about cocktails is they're usually got a complex taste, and I don't know if you like this or not, but it does have a complex taste, doesn't it? It's got a lot of layers of flavor. And that's the exciting thing about cocktails. You never know what you're going to get.
I guess what would make it a little bit better?
I know, because my wife told me
A
last night.
splash of something.
Vodka. But it's still pretty good. It is good. I like it.
It's very tasty.
We're going to finish this, and sometime in the next 10 minutes, we'll get on to our green drink. Okay, what else you got, man?
Well, speaking of green,
Yes,
the city
we were.
parks are closed all over town.
We noticed that. We used to do our yoga in city parks, and now we can't.
Yes, you can't use the parks now once again, and we don't. It may just be a couple of weeks.
Maybe by the time we use the city parks, that dog smell will be off the grass. You know, because you're doing yoga and you're smelling dog.
I wonder if that includes dog parks, where you take your dog to play.
There's no special dog parks, is there?
Yeah, we have a dog park.
We do?
Yeah,
Is that where you take your cat? Because he likes to play with dogs?
it's just 2 blocks off of Lohman, behind C Senor Restaurant.
Oh. Anyway, what's that? Vaccines and testes.
No, well, Elephant Butte is closed.
Oh,
Yes. Now, if you're a man alone in your boat in the middle of the lake, I would think that's the safest place for you.
you're not a man alone in the middle of your lake, because if you're in Elephant Butte, there's not much lake.
That's true. It's down to like 4%.
And most people just go for a little bit, and then they come back, and when they go back, they say, hey, help me pull my boat up.
Well, they go out fishing or what have you. I've been with this friend in his boat on the lake. We did a little fishing. And the reason it's closed, though, is because Elephant Butte is a state park.
And because your friend got COVID, right?
And they have employees
And the employees.
who they have let go, pretty much.
Ew.
So there's not enough employees to manage the lake system.
C'est la vie. Well, pretty soon you have the next thing, which is vaccines or vaccines.
Vaccines, yes.
And testing.
And the
We're
vaccines
ramping up there.
aren't ready yet. They're still in the final test phase.
Well, Moderna, first Pfizer came out and they said theirs was at least 90% effective. Moderna came out about 3 days later saying theirs was 93.5% effective. And just 2 or 3 days ago, depending on when we're seeing the show, Pfizer's 90% one was finalized to being 95% effective.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody has approved it yet, because what does effective mean?
Here's a picture of a guy getting tested for the COVID, and there was a big long line of cars. I think every afternoon. If you don't go early, you have to wait in line for about an hour.
You always do, yeah.
The cars were stretched out of the parking lot all the way down Solano to the swimming pool.
Actually, I was telling you, my wife's friend said that line cuts over to the east and it's all the way to Trevize. So if you think about Trevize going up Spruce and taking a right turn on Solano, that's how long it took. When I went for my test, I was somewhere north of the swimming pool, but not quite yet at the karate place. And it wasn't bad. It took about almost an hour.
Yeah, so the entire right lane of Solano was blocked with people in line to get tested.
But you get tested for free, so stop complaining. Get online. And also, you can sit there in your car. You sit there, you're listening to music. Every 5 or so minutes, you get to go another 20 feet. It's exciting.
Yes, thrilling.
You know, you have a reason to zen out.
And you know, we were hoping for another relief bill coming through to help people who were out of work. The businesses were shut, but the U.S. Senate, in their wisdom, decided to go on holiday a day early with no relief bill. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, well, that's because they have to go tell people to vote it again and do stuff like that. But we're not going to get political, considering who's here.
We're here.
Yoli
Now,
Diaz.
Congratulations to Yoli. Yoli Diaz. She won the Volunteer of the Year award from the Diebel Legacy Society.
What is that?
I don't know who they are,
Why'd you write it down?
and they're the ones giving out the award, which includes $20,000.
Why didn't you apply?
I don't think you can apply for that kind of award.
Oh.
And I think her cancer has appeared again, hence the short haircut. She's been on the show. She filled in for you once, Michael.
Really?
Yes.
I wouldn't know. I wasn't here.
She was talking about CARE, which is the nonprofit that
Event
she
that
runs.
gave her the, yeah.
They help out people who have cancer. They help them out with expenses and hotels and all kinds of things that you never think of that you might
That you
need.
need. Cool.
And so, congratulations, Yoli.
And now you're up to your favorite section where you can talk about actors you have known.
Well, actually, Sean's one actor I didn't never met in all
Sean Connery?
in all my years in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Sean Connery passed away this week, and he was like pushing 90, I believe.
Yeah.
He'd
Hard
retired.
to believe he was a great sex symbol for a long time.
Absolutely. And
A non-sex symbol. Can we talk about that?
Wait.
No, you want to do this one?
he won an
Okay.
Academy Award
Yeah.
for his supporting role in The Untouchables.
But he was a spy. That's where he made his money. Right?
And he's in a great film I love called The Man Who Would Be King with Michael Caine,
Oh.
and
good
another great
mix.
film called Zardoz.
I remember that.
You ever see Zardoz?
No, but the
great.
name kept me away because we know it's a fantasy. I'm just making you a final here drink. This is a little different than a kombucha drink. This is a fresh Evolution Fresh Superfruit Greens, including kale, for those of you who like kale. So to make this a cocktail, I put lime in it, just as you would a gin and tonic. But oh, this color of this is great. I know you're a little dubious.
What else are you going to put in there?
Let's taste it this way, because
Okay.
I didn't mind it by itself.
Smells awful green.
Wow. It tastes like
Like
tastes
everything green.
Tastes like green. It's not bad. We could put in ginger beer. How much time do we have? Oh, okay. Let's try. You want to try ginger beer?
All right.
Or, yeah, it's
Once you open it, you got to finish it.
yeah, that's true. You had to finish that. Are you done with Sean Connery?
Yes.
Do you want to go to Bobby Brown?
Well, we can mention that Bobby Brown Jr. passed
Yeah.
away as well. He was only 28 years old. I didn't hear what it was he died of.
Oh, anyway,
So everybody in Bobby Brown's family eventually dies.
and anybody else's family. That's what happens. In addition to Sean Connery, another
Oh, that helps.
does it. You gotta like ginger beer, I think. No, I don't know if anybody remembers Norm Crosby. Or
Comedian.
Crosby, yes.
Norm Crosby.
He did great ridiculous jokes with language. In fact, using this glass as an example, I'll give you one of his jokes. An old man is dying and he brings his sons together and he says, "Bring the royal chalice." And he holds the royal chalice up. He says, "You must always remember one thing about the royal chalice. You must always only drink from this side of the chalice. Never drink from that side of the chalice." And they said, "Why, Father?" And he said, "Well, if you do, it gets all over you."
And that's a true story.
Was that visual? Was that visual enough?
I wanted you to go for it.
Drinking from that side?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you like this drink so much you would do that. It's worth throwing it down. There are many drinks that you guys could drink over the holidays. One of them is water.
I love water.
Huh?
I love water.
Water's good. There's a secret to water. There's a thing called hard ice. They come in squares sometimes, sometimes circles. You put that hard ice in your water and it disappears over time, but it keeps your drink cold.
I have a large tumbler of water next to my bed, and I pretty much go through that every night.
Remember Jack Moffat?
Yeah.
He used to have a box of wine over his bed, and he used to go through that every night.
Even not the whole box.
No, he probably didn't do the whole box.
It was red wine, as I recall.
Was it red wine? Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's an idea. So, I mean, that's the other side of the equation, sitting there drinking the wrong stuff. If you've never had an Arnold Palmer, try that. It's a pretty good drink. What other drink?
Too much sugar for my taste.
It's lemonade.
Yeah, high fructose corn
But
syrup.
your taste, yeah. You have, there's so many people who drink Coca-Cola just normally. That's more of a standard than you.
I know, that's high fructose corn syrup. That'll give you fatty liver disease in a minute.
Well, that's what happens.
So, what do you think? Do we have time for one more quick one?
We could have another drink.
Let's
We're going to do the last one. It's
Right.
a quick last drink. This is the blackberry mint June kombucha, which is something special for something. I guess we're going to have to. Okay.
You're going to have to clip it along here. We've only got a minute left, folks.
We only got a minute, so we're moving this along. What did I do this with? Oh, this is with blood orange bitters. Blood orange bitters are so much fun. Probably if they were fresher, they'd be better. What are we doing here? Yeah, no problem. Okay.
Okay.
We have some new help here, who's really old help. But okay. Cheers.
Another minute.
Oh.
We got another minute.
Okay.
So blood
Yeah.
orange bitters is good for other drinks.
That's interesting.
Oh, that's good. I like this. That's God. That's blackberry honey. This is honey. Blackberry honey mint.
You can taste the honey.
Yeah, and I think the bitters balance it out. So I think you could, if you're looking for taste in a drink, if you realize you're actually balancing flavors, mostly sweet and sour.
You don't need alcohol.
Yeah, you know, actually this is a pretty good drink. I'd be glad to put it on the website. So I want to thank the guys from or girls, or anybody, as well as Ned, from the Unified Prevention Coalition of Doñana County. Also, somebody named Desiree, who a year ago said, you should do kombucha. And I called her again to say, how could you make cocktails out of kombucha? And she helped me out on this, so thank you.
Well, that's the show for this week, ladies and gentlemen.
Cheers.
Next week
Happy
we'll-
Thanksgiving.
Yes, and we'll be back with a more traditional cocktail next time, right here on Double Talk.
You wish.